Hello everyone, welcome to Premier Math. Today we are going to discuss some important math problems on simple interest based on previous year questions. We will be solving these questions using speed matrix. So let's start our session. Our first question is, simple interest on a sum of money is going to be rupees 300 after 4 years. For the next 6 years, principal become 4 times. Then the total interest at the end of the 10th year is. Here years are varying. For the first 4 years, simple interest is 300 rupees for principal P and for the rate R percentage for 4 years. Now, for the next 6 years, we don't know the simple interest, but principal become 4 times. That is, P become 4P and rate is same, but the years is 6 years. Now you can see this part is same. That is, P into R percentage into 4 is equal to 4P into R percentage, which is equal to 300 rupees. Then simple interest for 6 years is 6 into 300, that is 1800. That means total interest is equal to 1800 plus 300, 2100. So total interest for 10 years is equal to 2100. Option C is your answer. A sum of rupees 18,750 is left by a will by father to be divided between two sons of 12 years and 14 years of each, so that when they attain maturity at 18 years, the amount, that is principal plus interest, received by each at 5% simple interest will be same. Find the sum allotted at present to each son. Here, this sum 18,750 is divided between two sons of age 12 years and 14 years. When they attain the age of 18 years, they will get the same amount. That is, here 12 plus 6 is 18. So 12-year-old son get 6 years interest and 14 plus 4 is 18. So 14-year-old son get 4 years interest. Now interest received by the first son is equal to, here 5% is the rate for both the sons. So interest received is equal to 6 into 5, 30%, and interest received by the second son is equal to 4 into 5, 20%. Now you can see amount is equal to principal plus interest. If I consider principal as 100% and amount received by the first son will be 100% plus interest is 30%. That means here, when they attain the age of 18 years, amount received by both the sons will be equal. So amount 1 is equal to amount 2. That means here interest is 30%, principal is 100%. So 130% of principal 1 is equal to principal is 100% and interest is 20%. So 120% of the principal 2. Now P1 by P2 is equal to, here 0 and percentage cancel. So this will become 12 by 13. Now 12 plus 13 is 25 parts. This 25 parts is equal to 18,750 in the question, because principal for the first son and second son will be equal to 18,750. Now 25 goes 7 times in 187, remaining is 12. So 25 goes 5 times in 125, remaining is 0. So 1 part is equal to 750 means 12 parts is equal to 12 into 750. 750 into 10 is equal to 7500. 750 into 2 is equal to 1500. So 7500 plus 1500 is equal to 9000. Then 13 part is equal to 13 into 750, which is equal to 9000 plus 750, 9750. So option C is your answer. Here this is simple interest. That's why interest is equal to 6 into 5, 30% and 4 into 5, 20%, because simple interest is same for every year. A sum of rupees 2600 is lent out in two parts in such a way that interest on one part at 10% for 5 years is equal to that on another part at 9% for 6 years. The sum lent out at 10% is. Here let us consider sum lent at two parts as P1 and P2. Now interest on 5 years is equal to interest on 6 years. So 5 years interest is equal to 5 into 10%, that is equal to 50%, which is equal to 6 years interest. That is 6 into 9% is equal to 54%. Now 50% of principal 1 is equal to 54% of principal 2. If I cancel percentage and percentage, and if I divide it with 2, 2 goes 25 times in 50 and 2 goes 27 times in 54. Now, principal 1 by principal 2 is equal to 27 by 25. If I add these two parts, 27 plus 25 is equal to 52 parts. This 52 parts is equal to total sum 2600. Now, 26 goes 2 times in 52, 2 goes 50 times in 100. That is 1 part is equal to 50 means here we need to find out sum lent out at 10%. Here sum lent out at 10% is equal to P1. So P1 is equal to 27 parts, which is equal to 27 into 50. 25 into 5 is equal to 125. 27 into 5 is equal to 135. So 1350. Option C is your answer. Some amount out of rupees 7,000 was lent at 6% per annum and the remaining at 4% per annum. If the total simple interest from both the fractions in 5 years was rupees 1,600, then sum lent at 6% was. Here, one part of the sum lent at 6% and other part of the same sum lent at 4%. We can use allocation method here. Now, simple interest, total simple interest received for 5 years is 1,600. Then annual interest is, that is interest for 1 year is equal to 1,600 by 5, which is equal to 320. So 320 is the annual interest. I will write it in the middle. Now 6 and 4 are in percentage format. So I should write 320 in percentage format as well. 320 is received from this total sum 7,000. So 320 out of 7,000 in percentage is equal to 0 cancel. 32 by 7%. So write it in the middle. Now 32 by 7%. Now I want to cancel this 7. So I will multiply it with 7. So I should multiply 6% and 4% with 7 respectively. Now 6 into 7 is 42 and 4 into 7 is 28 and this is 32. Now if I take the difference between left hand side and the middle term, it is equal to 42 minus 32, which is equal to 10. And if you take the difference between 28 and 32, that is 32 minus 28 is 4. So 4% and 10% ratio is 4:10. I will cancel it with 2. Then 2:5 is the ratio. If 2:5 is this ratio, we have to find sum lent at 6%. Here sum lent at 6% is, this is 6%. So sum lent at 6% is 2 part. This 2 part is out of total part is 5 plus 2 7. 2 part out of 7 part. Total sum is 7,000. So if you find the 2 part, that is this 2 part is equal to 7 cancel, 2 into 1000, 2000. So option D is your answer. So 2000 is the sum lent at 6%. Then total sum is 7,000 means this is 2k and this is 5k. So total sum is 2 plus 5, 7k. Now if you want to do it in different method, here sum lent at 6% and 4% total is 7,000. Now one part lent at 6% and other part lent at 4%. So one part lent at 4% and other part lent at 6%. I will write it as 4% plus 2%. Now common is 4% here. 4%. So 4% of 7,000. Total sum is 7,000. Which is equal to percentage and 00 cancel, 7 into 4, 28. So 280 is the 4% of 7,000. But here we already know 320. 320 is the annual simple interest. Simple interest for 1 year is 320. But here it is 280. So difference between annual interest 320 and this 280, 4% of 7,000. As 320 minus 280 is 40. So here this 40, extra 40. This is extra 40 rupees. This extra 40 is received from this 2% because 4% is 280 but annual interest is 320. So difference between 320 and 280 is equal to 40. So this 40 is this extra 2%. So if 2% is 40 means 1% is 20. Then 100% is 20 into 100, that is 2000. So this 2000 is for this 2% part. That is 2% part constitute this 6%. So sum lended 6% is equal to 2000 and sum lended 4% is equal to 7,000 minus 2,000, that is 5,000. So here option D is your answer. Sum lended 6% is 2,000. A sum of rupees 8,000 was lent partly at 7% and partly at 9% simple interest. If total annual interest be rupees 620, the ratio in which money was lent at given rates is. Here we use allegation method. Now, rupees 8,000 was lent partly at 7% and partly at 9%. That is, one part of 8,000 lent at 7% and other part lent at 9%. Now, total annual interest is 620 means this 620 is received from the 7% and 9% of 8,000. That is, the 7% and 9% constitute the 620. But here 7 and 9 are in percentage format. So, I should write the 620 in percentage format as well. This 620 is received from total 8,000 rupees. So, 620 out of 8,000 in percentage is equal to 00 cancel. 62 by 8 is equal to 31 by 4. So, the 620 is 31 by 4%. Write it in the middle. Now, to cancel this 4, I will multiply it with 4. Then I should multiply 7 and 9% with 4. Now this is 28%, this is 36% and this is 31%. Now take the difference between left hand side and middle, which is equal to 31 minus 28, 3%. And here if you take the difference between 31 and 36, 36 minus 31 is 5%. So 5% is to 3% means 5 is to 3 is your answer. So option A is your answer. If you want to do it in another method, here 8,000 is the total money and one part lent at 7% and other part lent at 9%. I will write it at 7% plus 2%. Now 7% of principal 8,000 is equal to percentage and 00 cancel. 7 into 80 is equal to 560. But 7% of interest is equal to 560. But here annual interest is 620. So difference between 620 and 560 is equal to 60. This 60 is received from this 2%. This 2% is the extra 60 rupees. So if 2% is 60, 1% is 30. That means 100% is the sum, that is 100% is equal to 30 into 100, that is 3,000. That means this 3,000 is the 9% part. So sum is 3,000. One part is lent is 3,000 rupees. Then 8,000 minus 3,000 is the other part, which is equal to 5,000 rupees. If you take the ratio between 5,000 and 3,000, which is equal to 5:3. So in this way, you can also find the answer.